Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Let's Play. So now that we got all the side missions out of Soliana out of the way, it's time to actually go— oh, for fuck's sake, why does everyone have sudden narcolepsy with Silver's playthrough? Look, she's sleeping with her eyes open. Look, oh god. These people, is this past really worth saving? I don't know. Anyway, there is actually one more side mission we need to do, but this one is mandatory in order to advance the plot, so I saved it for last. So now we have to protect the castle town, and by that it means, pick up more shit and throw it at more enemies. So that said, you can, I would recommend going after the crates, the spiked balls, and the flame boxes to make short work of them, though you can go right up to the enemies and, psychic bitch slap them, stun them, and throw them at more enemies. You want a touch of flavor in there, but I usually just stick to the objects around me. I mean, there's so many, there's so much shit out here. They pretty much want you to grab that with Silver Psychokinesis and lunge them at enemies. Other than that, though, is we've done this before, so you should be used to it at this point. And the next stage that we're going after, when this is all said and done, is Dusty Desert, which is one of the more infamous levels in Silver's playthrough. We'll be getting to that later. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know what I'm already talking about, but to all those who have never played this game before, well, there are happy times ahead. Note the strong sarcasm. Actually, I believe this side mission is almost done. Actually, I would recommend you try and grab missiles with any chance you get, because they are— I do believe they do more damage than, say, boxes or spiked balls and, objects like that. It's actually not that hard to S-rank this mission. I would recommend, try not to get hit, hold on to all those rings, and make sure you get that ring capsule. Because, like in Sonic's playthrough, rings can be a major determining factor of what rank you get at the end of the level. And I am still kind of recovering from the head cold I got a few days ago. My nose, for some reason, is a little more stuffy than it was yesterday. I thought I was recovering, but apparently I don't know, it's just stalling now. I don't know what it's trying to tell me. I kind of don't want to know. So now that we helped Lord Regis and we helped protect the city again, the entryway to Dusty Desert is now open. We can head to there right now. And what I want to really know is that there are some times where Soliana goes through some slowdown. I'm not exactly sure what causes it, but I seem to experience it more often with Silver than I do Sonic, and I always thought it should have been the other way around. Well, then again, there shouldn't be any slowdown, period. But for some reason, I experience more slowdown with Silver than I do Sonic.
I sense Sonic's presence here. Call it my girlish intuition.
What am I doing?
Wasting time.
Sorry. As soon as I find Sonic, I'll help you find who you're looking for, Silver.
This looks so beautiful.
What? You mean this desert?
Everything is so great here, isn't it? The sky is gorgeous and everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy. That's not what the 5 side missions last part told me.
Let's go. I'll help you find who you're looking for.
Okay.
Wait, Iblis Trigger.
This is Dusty Desert with Silver. And, well, Dusty Desert is actually quite the marathon level. I wouldn't say it's the longest level in the game. It can be, potentially, as we'll be seeing later, but Dusty Desert has a few gimmicks that gets on almost everybody's nerves that played this game, or at least seen footage of this game with Silver. The beginning of the level is nothing out of the ordinary. You got the enemies spawning up, and they shoot missiles at you, grab them with your psychic powers, and toss them right back to them, and then we have these fuckers right here. So right now, we're playing what could be a game— well, it's billiards, I guess you could say. It's a really lax game of billiards, I should say. Now, you notice that in order to advance to the next part of the stage, you have to knock all the billiards into the pockets. The corner pockets, side pockets, all that. The numbers on the balls are represented by a number— it's pretty much a countdown, you could say. Now, the numbers will start ticking down by themselves at a very, very slow pace, but the numbers will also go down each time you hit them. If the number reaches 0, all of the balls will detonate, and you have to do it all over again, unless you get one of the balls inside one of the pockets. You need to get all the balls in the pockets in order to advance to the next area of the stage. And if you manage to, like, say like you got all but one billard inside the pockets and that last one detonates on you, when it respawns, you only have to worry about getting that one billard back into the pocket, so you don't have to, you know, knock them all into the pockets again if you fuck up. Thank God. Because that would have been quite cruel and quite tedious. But I got a feeling we'll be seeing more of that type of puzzle later on. Call it a hunch. We have these sections right here where you're pretty much encouraged to like grab something with, you know, Silver's powers and knock it into the statues in order to, you know, make a makeshift bridge. But if you know how to abuse Silver's hovering ability like I'm doing now, then you can actually make quick work of the sections here. And now it's time to switch over to Amy Rose. Without a doubt, the worst character in the entire game. And it saddens me to say that because, you know, it pains me to say that they somehow managed to downgrade her from Sonic Adventure. And we all remember Sonic Adventure Amy. You know, she was slow, but she had she had hammer attacks, and she had, you know, a few acrobatic abilities that she could use to get, you know, to use her to her advantage. And she wasn't entirely slow in Sonic Adventure. You know, she could get some speed if she had the right amount of terrain, you know, the right type of terrain on her, like downhills and stairs, I believe. And then she got the badass upgrade in Sonic Heroes, where she was pretty much a pink Sonic, and I loved her because of that. And then this game, she is, I didn't think it was possible, but she's slower than her Sonic Adventure 1 incarnation. Her hammer attack is next to worthless. In fact, I think, you know, it damages an enemy, but you have to be at point blank range in order to get any use out of it. And her hammer swing is so incredibly delayed and slow. If you miss your first swing at an enemy, you are most likely going to get hit as a result. And for some odd reason, she now has the power to turn invisible. You hold down X, you know, she does that, whatever the hell that's supposed to be, and she renders herself invisible for a short amount of time. The only thing that, and for some reason or another, she still casts a shadow while she's, I'm guessing she's bending light. I don't know how she's doing that, but either way, you're supposed to use the invisibility in order to bypass enemies without them seeing you, you know, like here, where you can just run up to the firebox safely and knock it with the hammer and deal with the enemies quickly. But it's so hard to determine Amy's position when you're invisible. Yeah, I'm guessing they wanted you to look at Amy's shadow to get a good idea of where she's at. But I always run into enemies when I'm invisible, because I'm invisible. I just... Why? Why this power-up? I don't get how this relates to Amy Rose at all. Since when could Amy Rose turn invisible? Like, did she receive some secret training from Espio, or is she starting to learn some ninja techniques? I'm not exactly sure. I never understood where this invisibility power-up came from. But if anything else, she also has a double jump, which is nowhere near as useful as Blaze's double jump in this game, because upon using the double jump, she cancels out all horizontal momentum. So say like you're doing a regular jump and you got some velocity going for you. The moment you hit the double jump, you stop dead in the air just to go a little bit higher, you know, to reach a higher platform, and it's incredibly annoying. Now, you think with a double jump you can bypass large pits, but no, that's not the case, because you're most likely just going to fall into a pit. And I just hate that, you know. Like I mentioned with Tails in the Sonic playthroughs, like when Tails gets tired and you're still holding down the flight button, he'll just start dropping like a rock. He'll lose all momentum. I don't know why that happens. I don't get that, because that not even Sonic Adventure did that. Sonic Adventure got that right, and I don't know how Sonic 06, a game that's supposed to be more advanced than Sonic Adventure, gets that wrong. You know, Amy's double jump in this game is just as annoying. It's like she's hitting an invisible brick wall in midair when she's making that double jump, and it pisses me off. here's another section I was talking about. You have this wave of sand that's constantly sweeping the area. If you get caught in it, you're sent back to the beginning of that section. It's not deadly at any point. There are a lot of spiked balls on the floor, as you can see there, and the sand wave will pick them up along with you, so it's possible you can get hit by the spiked balls as a result of the wave. But if you just abuse the hovering, knock down the statues when they want you to, or just abuse the hovering altogether, you should be just fine. And pretty much any platform that's low enough to the sand, you will get swept up on it. So just jump when you see it, and you will be fine. It pretty much Dusty Desert as a whole really isn't that bad. It's just this one section we'll be getting to at the very end of the stage that just completely kills it. Like we all had that level that you're going towards it. You're going through the level. It's not so bad so far. I really don't understand what people's complaints about this are. Everything's going pretty smoothly, and then there's just that one section that in itself is enough to make you hate the entire level. And Dusty Desert is certainly no exception. It's like I don't know what the best way I can compare it to, if anything, in the Sonic universe. I guess you could consider it this game's barrel, the Carnival Night Zone barrel that everyone seems to hate for some reason. But anyway, here it is. This is the last part of Dusty Desert. This is the last billiard ball puzzle. In this one, you have to guide this ball down this L-shaped corridor and get it into this specific hole at the very end of the corridor. Now keep in mind, every time you hit the ball, the number on it goes down by 1. If you don't get the ball down there in time, before the timer reaches 0, the ball will detonate and you have to go back to the beginning of the corridor and try again. Now there are multiple holes that the ball can fall down to. Usually these steel crates are placed so the balls won't fall down the hole so easily. But ladies and gentlemen, you are going to hate this section. I thought luck would be on my side and I'll be able to get the ball puzzle done in the first try like Lewis did in the Brain Scratch run, that lucky asshole. But unfortunately that's just not the case, so I am going to be showcasing a rather beneficial glitch here. If you can use Silver Psychokinesis on this door here, usually on a double stack of steel crates, you can actually clip through the top of the door, stand on top of it, and get to the other side of the stage. See as I'm right here? All you gotta do now is, walk off the edge of the door, and booyah, there's the goal ring right there.
Great.
You notice that my timer went from 7 minutes to 13 minutes. Yeah, I spent my 5 minutes trying to get that glitch to work. I think I was better off just trying to solve the ball puzzle. But ladies and gentlemen, I hate the ball puzzle. I hate doing it. No matter how many times I play through the stage, I never, ever get good at doing that billiards puzzle section.
I can't believe we haven't located Sonic yet. Gee, I wonder where he went.
I've been looking for you. You're the Iblis Trigger. Your actions will condemn us all.
Who are you?
My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you!
Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
Well, the shoe's on the other foot now. Now we're controlling as Silver during the Silver vs. Sonic boss fight. And needless to say, there is no button prompt to say it's no use or take this. Well, I don't think I would want to anyway. But anyway, this boss fight is much easier with Silver than it is with Sonic because, well, you're Silver. You can grab all kinds of stuff to lunge at Sonic. Tables, chairs, barrels, crates, oh my. Yes, this boss fight is pathetically easy with Silver. But there's also one thing you can do by abusing the programming. You see, when Sonic is on his knees stunned like that, you can grab him with your Psychokinesis, but you can't do anything with him while you're like that. But if you press start while Sonic is dazed and you hold down the R trigger and the X button, not only will you be able to grab Sonic with your Psychokinesis, but you'll also be able to throw him towards like the wall and stuff like that, which will damage him. Now I don't know why they couldn't just program that initially. I don't know why you have to press start and hold down the R trigger and square button, the X button in order to do that. But I don't know. I don't exactly know. I mean, it's incredibly satisfying to do. I love grabbing Sonic with Psychokinesis and lunging him.
Is this a joke? How could someone like you cause the destruction of our world?
And she didn't shut up.
Mean. It doesn't matter. For the sake of the future, the Iblis trigger must be destroyed.
Elise? Wait!
Don't you dare turn your back on me! It's time I finally put an end to this!
Stop!
Amy? Get out of my way, Amy! This is my mission!
Absolutely not!
Thanks, Amy. I appreciate it.
Leave it to me! The person you were looking for was Sonic! Were you planning to kill him?
He's responsible for destroying my world!
That's crazy! Sonic would never do that!
But it's true! In the near future, his actions will cause the devastation of my world! So I must—
No! I don't believe it. Even if that was true. If I had to choose between the world and Sonic, I would choose Sonic!
You crazy bitch!
So this is where you are. I've been looking for you. What's wrong?
Everyone's gonna hate me after this game.
Well, Blaze? To kill someone to save the world. Is that really the right thing to do?
You're so naive. Whether it's right or wrong, I can't really say. But what I do know is,
We all did it together. Shut up.
if we don't take this chance, the future will remain exactly as it is.
Since he's after Dr. Eggman, let's sneak into Eggman's base. Maybe we'll learn something new.
We'll wait until the next part. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all this nonsensical ranting. See you guys in part 15.